Hey there! Welcome to Transitions video number 4. Today's video we're going to look at moving from the long box that you've just finished and into the next series, which is the long stretch series. This is the first time that you're going to have to do a lot of things in sequence, kind of resetting the whole reformer to set up for a new series of exercises. So I kind of like to refer to this one as the big transition, because the more efficient you can be with all the tasks that you have to do, you can really breeze through it and be ready to go for the long stretch. So we've just finished the long box, and if you look at the reformer, you want to make sure that you check off all the changes on your list so that nothing gets forgotten. And if you kind of move from one end of the reformer to the other, you can kind of scan like all of the components. So you can scan whether the foot bar is up or down, the springs, the box, either it needs to go or it needs to be moved, the headpiece, you've got your pads nearby, and then eventually you're going to take the box away. So if you move from the front of the reformer to the back, it kind of is on your way to return the long box anyway. So you're going to save some steps. So you've done your last teaser. You've dropped the straps overhead and into the well. You're going to sit up. You're going to put the foot bar up. You're going to add a spring. You'll now have a total of 2. Grab your pad. Place the pad on the headpiece, which is up. Take the box. Place the box back. So on your way back, these straps you're not going to use again until the short spinal massage, which is way later in the routine. But you can be a little Pilates magic elf for yourself and set up your straps for the short spinal massage so they're all ready to go when you get there. The carriage should stay still when you get on. You're going to get on hand, foot, put everything exactly where it needs to go, and then you're going to start your long stretch. So now that we're in the series, the long stretch series, this is really the first time where we can be really efficient within a series of similar exercises so that they all are linked together like one continuous movement. And it helps to build your stamina, and it's really a nice thing to do to work yourself even harder. So in general, when you step onto the reformer, you want to make sure that the carriage does not move. That's part of your control. You already have it together so that you are in control of the reformer even as you're stepping on. So we'll just work through the exercises of the long stretch series and we'll move in a continuous fashion. So I'm using my stomach. I've got one hand, the opposite foot. Lift yourself into position so the carriage doesn't move. And we're just going to do 3 of each exercise. So, long stretch. Bring the carriage home. Use your stomach to keep the carriage in as you get into place for the next exercise, down stretch. Use your stomach to change your shape and your position to get into the up stretch. This is not easy. Use your scoop to change to the elephant. If you do elephant with one leg, as you change legs, don't let the carriage move. Step to the floor, hand, foot, long back stretch. And this one actually, I kind of cheat a little bit, I just noticed. This is one of those exercises where you should step right to the floor and not touch the carriage. So, bad Andrea. So let's talk about this series in one other respect. This is a very nice series to feel how each exercise has its own unique dynamic. So the long stretch is pretty straightforward. The down stretch emphasizes the exhale, which lasts forever. The up stretch gets you in position. You come in for a long time and then you lift again. The elephant encourages you to close the carriage really deliberately, and it takes longer than the going out. And then the long back stretch, you're trying to kind of get as much long back in the middle of it. So sort of that middle of the exercise takes a little bit longer than the rest of the exercise. So I'm going to do one of each of them again and just pointing up the differences in the tempo and rhythm of each exercise. So, hand. And another tip I find, I'm sorry, it's another tangent while I catch my breath. So if you stand rather close to the foot bar end of the reformer, you can already have your arm in the correct position. So you don't have to kind of change the weight of yourself as you get into the long stretch position. So the right hand, reach your left leg to place your foot, your left hand, your right foot, and then steady out, steady in. Keep your stomach working as you change to the down stretch. Short out. Exhale, 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 exhale. It's impossible to close the spring. Scoop your stomach. Oh, carriage moved. Oh, I hate when that happens. And then up stretch. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Close the spring and scoop up. Keep the stomach working. Lower your heels for elephant. Out, in, out, in. Why am I doing so many of these? One leg, out, in, out, in. Keep the carriage in, change legs. Oh, elephant, you're so good for me. And then step efficiently off, turn around, hand, heel, and then down, out. This is the long back part. Let it take forever, and in. Keep it working. And then, oh, I did it again. And then step to the floor. So, have fun with the long stretch series. I know it's one of the most challenging series for me right now in my workout. And thank you so much for watching. Please, there's a link to subscribe to the blog in the descriptions below. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Pilates Andrea. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.